ワーデン・オブ・ザ・コースト続きをプレイしていきましょう。どうにかこうにかオブリビオンの次元から脱出して戻ってこれたんですけど、今度はバーミルナから呼び出しを食らいましたね。どうもこの地はもともとバーミルナが治めてて、それをどういう経緯かは分かりませんけど、メールンズ・デイゴンの手に渡ったって感じで、表面的には争ってるような感じではなさそうなんですけど、バーミルナ的にもちょっとよろしくないって思ってるんでしょうかね。その辺も含めて確認しに行こうと思います。それでは行ってみましょう。あ、これかな？ここか。忘れられた聖域。なんや。イングバー。デイドラに助けられたのか。
Foolish Daedra! They think Ingvar still serves Dagon! Ingvar has found a new master! See, who cares for poor Ingvar? Ingvar told Daedra the shrine was elsewhere, yes! Clever, witty Ingvar!
お前はシセロか。その祠はどこに？
Who asks Ingvar these questions? Is it Dagon's servant? Back, you devil! Ingvar said too much!
おお、あ、なんか死体が。あ、バーミルナの信徒。おお、なになに？なに？揺れたけど。
She is displeased with Ingvar. Ingvar must suffer the dark, unescapable nightmares again.
誰が不愉快なんだ？バーミルナか。
Yes, you are her chosen.
すごい光ってるな。
Ingvar did not know. Forgive Ingvar.
彼女はどこだ？
Ingvar knows. Follow Ingvar. This way. Follow good Ingvar. Lady is not well. Ingvar must go now. Lady angry with Ingvar. Wow! Why does it bother poor Ingvar?
痛いのか？あー、ここあれやん。夢の中で出てきたやつやな。これ明かりつけんかったらやっぱ暗いな。レディーバーミルナ。
Time is of the essence, mortal. I have risked much in summoning you here.
バーミルナ、声かわいいな。何が望みだ？
We share a common enemy, mortal. Without my help, he will subdue you.
デーゴンは私に何を望んでいるのか？
He wishes to mold you into his servant. Forget not that it was a dragonborn who ended the Oblivion Crisis and banished him from Nirn. By enslaving the dragonborn of this age, he will attain both revenge and immunity.
なぜデーゴンはあなたの敵なのか？
When he was overthrown by Akatosh's chosen, I took pity on him and allowed him refuge on this island. But ever he desires dominance and destruction. When he had regained enough of his strength, he massacred my followers, corrupted my influence, and toppled my reign.
デーゴンクソやな。
I simply
ク
wish
ズ野
to
郎や
take
な。
back what is rightfully mine. That's where you come in, mortal.
何ができる？
Dagon's power grows with every mortal slain in his name, but he is still a mere shadow of his former self. It will take many reapings before he is strong enough to invade Tamriel once more. His vulnerability is our good fortune. I want you, mortal, to enter his plane of oblivion and sever the bridge between realms. With that, his power will falter and my island will be free of his dominion.
隕石を破壊しようとしたがオブリビオンに捕らえられてしまった。
There is no victory without sacrifice. But perhaps there is another way. It is Mehrunes' own energy that flows through the sigil stone. If you defeat him in combat, the stone will fail, and the bridge between worlds
戦う
will
んやな。
fold.
戦うことになりそうやな。デーゴンを戦闘で倒せというのか。
Only if you cannot destroy the sigil stone. Dagon will not risk revealing himself before he attains the remainder of his strength. You will need to pose a significant threat to draw him out. That is why I will not send you into his realm unequipped. I grant you my cloak. May you use it to shroud yourself and those in close proximity from Dagon's watchful eyes. You cannot hope to pass beyond his seeing stones without it.
これだけマントそんなん言うなよ。
You know the seeing stones of which I speak. Dagon may have let you pass them before as an example of his power, but he will not keep the gates open while he perceives you as a threat. Whether your fate is to destroy the sigil stone or Dagon, you will need this cloak. Time is short. In summoning you here, I have revealed this shrine to Dagon. He will not pass at the opportunity to rid me of this island once more. Go, mortal, and be warned.
あ、
Even
上
a
名のも
weakened
のって
Dagon
イモ
is a
ータルって
formidable
いうんや。
opponent.
原文だと。
Do not underestimate his malice.
なんかイモータルって不死者みたいな意味だと思ってたんだけどな。古代の地下制度。墓地で監視者に会う。なんか、あいつか。監視者から最初の入植者の地下墓地で話を聞きたいと言われた。イリエルを連れてくるようにとのことだ。私は終わりが近いことを感じている。もしこの島でやり残したことがあるのなら監視者に会う前に済ませておくべきだろう。もしかして結構終わりなのかな。次行ったら多分これサブクエもここで終わっとけよみたいなそんな話やんな。どうしよう。先にサブクエやるか。多分仲間一人一人にサブクエがあるんやとは思うんやけどな。ちょっと一旦ここでメインクエストの方止めときましょうかね。なんかイングバーが喋ってる。
Does not deserve this torment. Wow!
特に何かあるわけではないんや。じゃあちょっとサブクエ探しに行きましょうかね。仲間の個人クエストが関わってくるんで、多分ここのデフィシット号で話してたらクエスト受けれるんじゃないかなって戻ってきたんですけどね。ちょっとこの間尺の都合で飛ばしたんですけど、ここにこの人いたんですね。夢を見た後に枕元に立ってた人かな。私が威圧的だと思わないのか。この服からして闇の一頭なんやな。
Like someone whose conscience is clear of discomfort. You're either a psychopath or a saint. My symptoms are on the latter.
あなたもそうは見えないな。
Maybe not. But an assassin can use underestimation to her advantage. A legend, on the other hand, is nothing without a credible reputation.
あなたは誰だ？
The name's Jade.But you needn't remember it. I won't be around for long.
私の船で何をしてるんだ？
Your ship? Does Hayden know you call it that?
そうやな、私の船ではないな。
You see how I'm clad. Take a guess.
闇の一頭と契約しているのか？
One that's run into somewhat of an abrupt delay. Needless to say, being marooned on a desolate wasteland wasn't in the contract I signed. Seeing as we're stuck in the same boat, I'm thinking we can help each other. I'll temporarily extend my services to you and your crew, and in return, you'll lend me a cabin for the return journey.
帰り道も密航すればいいのに。
And spend every hour until then hiding from your crew like an Argonian in a city of Nords? Even assassins need breathing room from time to time.
同じ船で立ち往生、私の不幸を冗談で言ってるのか。
Potentially. Though they'd be a bit more amusing if I wasn't a participant.
誰のための契約なんだ？
That's not for those outside the Brotherhood to know.
私も一員なんだ、シシス万歳。一員というだけでなく聞こえし者でもある。これどうなんやろ、嘘ついたら怒られんじゃないんかな。まあいいか、聞こえし者なんだよ。
My sanctuary hasn't had a listener in 2 generations, and the other hideouts are just as dry.
バ
Even
レて
if you
る。
are who you claim to be, you'll have to forgive my skepticism.
これ実際にそうやったら違うんかな。闇の一党はスカイリム以外では壊滅したのでは？
Which means we're doing our jobs. I'll let you in on a little secret. The Brotherhood is weaker, to be sure, but not dead. Merely scattered and independent of each other. Mine operates in complete secrecy to all but the highest bidders.
契約は私に？
We'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
私の乗組員の一員に危害を加えさせるつもりはない。
I hadn't planned on asking for permission.
行かなくてよ。
You do that.
これ闇の一党の
Something you need?
アストリッドだっけ、あいつと同じ登場の仕方やな。オマージュしてんのかな。
Dovahkiin?
何か気になることがあるのか。
Yes, I suppose there is. A crew member of yours approached me with a contract earlier. You want in on it?
私の助けが必要か。
I want insurance. There's no guarantee you won't repair the ship and set sail while I'm away. As long as you're within earshot, I have the possibility of getting off this rock.
私たちの船が治るのはまだまだ先の話だ。
Yes, you and your sister are quite fond of saying that.
我々を信用していないのか。
In the Brotherhood, we have a term for assassins who trust outsiders. They're called corpses.
参加費用支払いは半分ずつだ。
Of course. I'm an assassin, not a thief. When the body drops, you'll get your share. I'll even let you pick between septums or the local currency.
どの仲間がお前を雇った？つまりこのジェイドさんはうちの乗組員の誰かに雇われて誰かしらを殺しに来たってことやんな、多分。
Trade secret, Dova. I don't disclose the identities of my clients.
ヒントを頼む。
The hint is that I don't disclose their identities.
まあそらそうやわな。もともと殺しに来たのと同じ人物のためか。もともと殺しに来たのと同じ人物のため。まあいいか。
As convenient as that would be, no. This one is for a local resident.
私の乗組員の一人が黒き生産を行ったのか。
They just offered compensation for a hit. There's no need to bring the Night Mother into this.
それは許されることなのか。
What the Night Mother doesn't know can't hurt her. Besides, I don't intend on splitting the reward with the guild.
この契約の対象は誰だ？
He supplies the neighborhood with moon sugar.
あ、
It's the
つま
secret
り
ingredient in
本
Old
来の
Crescent. This island's attempt at a
目的
potable
にしている
rum.
対象者とは別の話をしてるってことやんな。
No one's seen this drug peddler in over 5 years. Nobody that's willing to talk, at least. That makes locating his whereabouts our first order of business.
どんな計画がある？
To get his attention, we'll need to put a dent in his earnings. And what better way of doing so than by neutralizing his distributors? He'll be desperate to fill those positions promptly. After that, all we need to do to find him is to apply.
なぜ隠れているんだ？ムーンシュガーはこの島では違法なのか？
Not exactly. His gimmick is that he's the only one who's managed to grow the moon sugar cane out here. Concealment and confidentiality are his ways of ensuring he dominates the market.
この販売業者がどこにいるか知っているのか？
Not yet, but they'll be easier to locate than the target is. As soon as I have something, I'll let you know.
クエストにつながりそうでまだそこまで行ってないんやな。これどうやろう？何か気になることが？
Nothing right now.
今はないと。これ仲良くならんと話が進まんってことかな。で、こっちにヘイデンがいるんですけど、ヘイデンからはクエストを受けれるんですよ。
Greetings. Yeah, splitting headache. Feels like the world is running laps around me.
昨夜は飲んでたのか？
No. Well,
ヘイデン
yes,
な、
but
酒
that's hardly relevant. Something
ある
else is
中やねん
to
な、こ
blame.
いつな。
I get these nightmares every once in a while. Visions of trauma now long past. The headaches usually follow.
私が見る夢のようなものか？
Not quite. From what I understand of yours, they're ambiguous and directly related to this island. The ones I get are linked to a certain chapter of my life. I'd suffer through them long before we
つまり
ventured out
自分
together.
の過去の話ってこと？どんなものだ？
Rather not say. It's nothing personal, it's just that, ever since I left a sweet roll alone with my 3 best friends and returned to an empty plate, I've had trust issues.
友達にスイートロールを食べられちゃったっていうそういう話でいいんか？暗喩じゃないよな、多分。お悔やみを申し上げる。盗まれた菓子パンはスカイリムの風物詩だ。
I just never thought I'd be backstabbed by my own soldiers like that. I trust
スカイリム
them,
の
you
っていうかもうエルダースクロールズの風物詩かな。
know? Well, never again will I be taken for such a fool. Worst part is, I never figured out who did it. Was it an organized heist, or had one of them been operating alone? I'm afraid I'll never know.
君はまともな方だと思ってたんだ。頭痛を和らげるために何かできることがあれば教えてくれ。
Actually, I could use some help.
あ、よかった。
Not
つ
with
つながっ
headache,
た。
though. I've
違う
more or
話やっ
less
たかな、思った。
accepted those as a certainty. It's with something else.
どうした？
I may or may not have promised the locals I'd kill an outcast for them. Truth is, I don't remember all too well. That night was wild.
現地の人と一緒にパーティーをしていたのか？
For the record, they call it a festivity here. If you ever find yourself at one, take my advice.
結
The
局
rum
そっ
is
ちも
not to
酒
be
やねんな。
underestimated. Just
酒の
after it
席で
graced
な
my
んか
lips,
依
I
頼を
was
受けたけ
chanting
ど
the
よく
age
覚え
of
てねえよみ
aggression
たい
in
な
my
そんな話か。
underpants on the roof of a bamboo hut.
イベント盛りだくさんの夜だったようだな。
Oh, it was. The parts I remember, at least.
は、軽量化だ？どういう意味やろな。
Is that a challenge? Tell you what,
浅は
if
か
I
なみた
ever
いな
get
そんな
my
感じのこ
hands
とを
on
言って
another
る。
bottle, I'll give you a chance to put your septums where your mouth is.
この追放された男は死に値するようなことをしたのか。
Something about murder, I think. Or was it Seashell laundry.
貝殻ロンダリング
Honestly, I haven't the
そうか
faintest
ここ
memory.
の通貨
It doesn't
貝殻
matter.
よ
If I make a
貝
promise,
殻
I
の
see it
使い
through.
道が
That's just how it
わからん
is.
のよな。その約束が不道徳なものであったらどうするのか。
I'd still have to see it through. Is it wrong? I'll leave that to the philosophers and priests. But the way I see it, if I break one promise, I might as well break them all. I'll mark it down on your map. No rush, of course. I'm sure our target isn't going anywhere.
おお、これこれ。ヘイデンを連れて
Yeah?
追放者を殺しに行くと。ヘイデンは地元の人に追放者を殺すと約束した。俺は殺人犯の共犯になるんだろうな。やったーというわけで次回からこのみんなのクエストをやっていくっていうことで、とりあえず最初にこのヘイデンのクエストをやってみましょうかね。というわけで今回この辺で終わろうと思います。